Bonjour. Thursday today, and today I want to talk a little bit about intentions. Good intentions, bad intentions. Maybe it doesn't even matter what kind of intentions they are because people will choose to interpret them how they please. All of that wild sideness to it. It's just funny to me sometimes that people choose to interpret completely well-meaning things as utterly evil. And then at other times, it's like so very clearly intended to hurt people, and people just laugh it off as a joke. They don't take it seriously at all. Or even they'll be tricked into thinking it's for their own good. And maybe that's just my interpretation of it, my lack of judgment skills, or I don't know. Yeah. But going back to the intention side, I'll give you guys a little story about my relationship with my girlfriend. So, we've been together for 10 years. Well, she's not my girlfriend anymore now. I proposed to her. She's my fiance. I guess it's just a force of habit when you're together for so long. Labeling each other as boyfriend, girlfriend, it just kind of sticks, you know? But yeah, my fiance now. Soon to be wife, hopefully. If we do eventually get married when all of this crap subsides and wedding businesses open back up and she can go buy her dress and, you know, all that princess dream wedding stuff, make it come true. Yeah. Anyways, so the reason why I think our relationship has been so rock solid for so many years, why we've stuck together through the craziest things, is because we always, deep down in our hearts, assumed good intentions from each other. Yeah, it's true. Sometimes it's easy to get lost and say, oh my God, I'm such a victim. This person is just out to get me. Everything they're doing is to try and hurt me, to try and mess me up. But it's such a painful way of living. And I think it's a choice. You've got a choice on whether you want to interpret things as well-meaning, good intentions, or bad-meaning, bad intentions. Because it can go either way. It can go either way. We have the power to control our thoughts and emotions that way. See, because the mind just runs all the time. I'm always having thoughts, and they just fly by me non-stop. And the mind is not a very good master. The mind is not a very good master. The heart is a very good master. The heart knows which directions to take, what decisions to make. But the mind seems to enslave people. At least in my experience. I don't like to be overgeneral with the stuff I say because I've got tons of friends that like to challenge me on some of these ideas, so I like to keep myself in check. But it's been my experience, personally, that my mind has been my master and enslaved me into very painful existence. Or maybe not painful all the time, but just not an existence I want to live. Not a choice I would make again, let's say. That's not to say everything I did was a mistake. I did it for a reason. All of those years of being enslaved by my mind were there for a reason, to teach me about how to get free, how to get out of that. But anyways, this is my personal experience with it, and then I see society around me, and it seems like we're all very much slaves to our minds. I think there's a song about that, a rock song. blanking on the name. That's another thing about me. I'm horrible with names and labels. It's like on the tip of my tongue. Just on the tip of my tongue. Gordon. Gordon was the singer. Gord Downey. But I just can't get the band name out. And I love them too. That's the thing, you know, like it's so strange how we forget how these connections in our mind just get blocked by something. I don't even know what it is. It's another reason why the mind is not a very good master, because the mind forgets, the mind gets lost, the mind gets mixed up. Jeez, I really, really want to remember that band name. And I was listening to them like not even a week ago. I just went on a binge listening to all their albums. Screw it. I'm gonna go look it up. Figured it out. The Tragically Hip. That's the one. Their latest album, or I guess their last album, because rest his soul, Gord Downey, rest in peace, man. Man Machine Poem. There's a song in there called A World Completely Possessed by the Human Mind. At least I think that's what it is. Words could be a little mixed up there. Fuck, man. See, like, it's just not a good master, is what I'm trying to say, because it misconstrues intentions, it gets lost, it thinks of all sorts of negative possibilities. See, because the mind's always looking for a way that it could be screwed over. Our mind is a very fearful tool. Very good, very good at getting us out of dangerous situations, because it was trained for that. Biologically, I think it evolved to be this masterful tool of getting out of dangerous situations. But when it's got nothing dangerous to occupy itself with, truly, it starts to fabricate dangerous situations. It starts to fabricate fears, stuff to be afraid of, stuff to fight, run away from, you know. So, it's not a very good interpreter of intentions, because it seems to me like it always jumps to conclusions, and it likes to get creative with sometimes very ridiculous and very intricate scenarios of how I could possibly be in danger and how I gotta fight that. So yeah, intentions, good, bad, does it even matter how you mean it? Because it's just going to be interpreted by somebody else. I mean, this goes for art as well. You know, there's this classic debate about whether the artist has any say in what their art really means. Or is it the beholder, the viewer, the person who is dissecting and thinking about the art? The observer, do they really have a say? Maybe they have the final say. I don't know what the answer is. I feel like this was a giant tangent too. I feel like I was talking about how I maintained a healthy relationship with my fiance. Kind of got distracted. So I guess I'll circle back to that. Yeah, we always deep in our hearts knew we had best intentions for each other, that we loved each other, and that sometimes we'd miscommunicate, it would come out wrong, or we'd misinterpret, misunderstand each other, give it just the wrong message sometimes. And yeah, our feelings got hurt. And I'll be honest, sometimes I've cracked. I think she's cracked too, even though she doesn't like to admit it very often. And yeah, we tried to hurt each other in some parts of our lives, in some parts of our relationship. I've certainly gone out and fully tried to just push that button. Just twist it a little bit, you know? Sometimes a lot. Sometimes twist it a lot, sometimes really hurt. When I felt hurt, geez, I'm human too, I'm flawed. I went out and I tried to get revenge. I know she does it too. It's actually something I love about her. In a twisted way. I can't fuck with her. If I fuck with her, she'll get me back twice as hard. So she keeps me in check that way. She keeps she balances me out, you know? But yeah, intentions. At the end of the day, I don't even know. I don't even know which way it goes. Is it the messenger or the messengee, the receiver? Who gets to decide? But I'll tell you one thing. If you do have good intentions and you put out a message into the world, people are going to feel it. There's something there, something deeper. Their hearts might feel it. Their minds, yeah, sure, maybe we're all slaves to our minds and we'll just get lost. But the heart and soul will feel it. And if you live your life making the conscious choice to try and see the good side, the good intentions always, even though there could be nuance, even though, sure, sometimes people do have negative intentions, they're trying to hurt, they're trying to take advantage, they're trying to cheat, lie, steal, whatever it might be, there's always a good side to it, even if it's a bit. Usually it's half. And sometimes it's fully for the good. So make that choice and you'll see life is much more beautiful when you're not the victim. Life is much more beautiful when you choose to see the good in everything as well as the bad. See you tomorrow.